Good day, everybody. First of all, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year to come. My name is Ken Lind, and welcome to my channel, Ken's Hobbies. I'm just going to make my last video of the year, a look back at the year of 2025 and just a few little highlights in order to close the year off. So I decided to take one of these old towers here, my old motherboard, before I upgraded my other unit. I kept the board. It's still working, so I've decided to pull this old case out. We're going to turn this into my new server. I got a list I'm trying to catch up on, and last while I haven't been feeling that hot, so that's why I haven't been posting very many videos, and I think my videos will be a lot less this year than last year. I was hoping originally to get two minor projects together. This being one, and my Sony tape recorder the other one. I still haven't gotten around to putting it back together. So today on Ken's Hobbies, going to be getting after this Sony TC630 tape recorder. Our power supply has one nice feature on it. The power in, one of these is a power direct out, and one is to control through the switch here. Your fuse is right here. You got your two phono for the record playing player. If you had a radio tuner, you can put it there. An auxiliary for other sources here, so I use it between these two. I use it for my two tape recorders. One is a cassette and one is an 8-track. Then the beauty about this is for our speakers we have 4 plugs here, so you can have an external set of speakers, your right and your left, and the lid speakers between your right and left, and that's controlled by a switch here that can switch them. This starting with some 50 grit that I found from my old belt sander that I no longer have, so gotta get this applied to deal with that marker. Very pleased with your product, Derek. Oh yeah, look at that, eh? Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to show you the correct way of sanding. You always grab yourself a light and you shine it on the surface you're about to work on. And this way you can find any imperfections that need touching up. Now, as you can see, all the wrinkles here with the light. Now you don't see them. There's the reason for your light. Let's get the final piece done here. So I'll just quick, oh yeah, right. just used them full of paint here. Just smooth this out. Quick little sand here. Okay. Rattle can here. I was going to leave the name tag here, but kind of sanded the writing off, so not going to worry about it. So I've been working on the electrical issues on this thing. Whatever was done when the theft occurred out of this car, when I had it, waiting for the tow truck to come and get it, it doesn't want to keep the battery charged. I don't know if you can see it, but it's showing no draw now, which doesn't make sense to me. But I found a couple of things that are not working. First thing I found is when I went to hit the key in the start position, this wire here, and I did a repair, is not getting power to it. Second thing I found, when I was checking all, going through my gears, my two backup lights down there, plus the two on the car here, they aren't coming on when I put it in reverse. So that's leading me to expect that they tampered with the ignition switch under the dash, trying to hotwire it. So here's where the Derek special comes in. I asked my friend if he could find me a cheap vehicle. Well, he did. The old GMC. For those who want to know it, I used to work at General Motors in Edmonton, and a good term for GMC was Garage Man's Companion. Anyhow, I picked this van up dirt cheap, come with all four tires. Now, I didn't get the chance to do like Derek generally does, so I'll just give you a little brief explaining all about it. First of all, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They all come with the van. Even got remote access. This was accessory, but it does have remote start on it, and door locks. So we'll unlock the door here, and I'll show you the interior. Pretty good shape actually yet for the old interior. That's the remote start. Runs nice and nice. Good day. Here's Ken's Hobbies. Did a little something a little different here today. My boys here taking me out to a fishing trip here at a lake here. The name of this lake has a little history behind it. Because it's only 6 miles from the city limits, its nickname is 6 Mile Lake. But the real name is Tabor Lake. Well, anyway, follow us along. A demo here on the speed of this boat here. Get to that end over there by that point. That's about the best spot in this lake. I know from a kid.
Also, it's good luck on this side around all the edge.
Yeah. Along here. And another prime spot is at the creek. The mouth of the creek goes right up the opposite end. After work, when I was working in North Dakota, we used to come here and we water skiing all the time. Well, this is my son Seppo. He lives nowadays in Campbell. He came up. And of course, my younger one, Kevin, he's the captain. And this is his boat. Is that wide open? We'll see how good this little kicker works here.
Make sure it's in the truck.
Hey, it's fired up.
Yeah, fires up in 1 to 3.
Nice color too. Yeah. Got new rod on it. Yeah. Wow. That's fish. Look at that. That's what that's. Looks like we're in business. I came up with a plan and I had success. I'll show you what I did. I just remembered restoring these bar clamps from my buddy here. I made use of one, but the length of them, and to overcompensate it, used my special vice grip to hold it up in place. Clamp tighten the bottom here, then if the C-clamp pulls, suck the top in. So we got this now in position where I want it. So now I can finish drilling 2 holes into this metal frame here and bolting this down. Well, there it is. That's the bottom row. I have to order 1 more sheet to finish the top road. But that's going to have to wait because I'm out of funds. Anyhow, like I said, this is the last video on this project. It's a far cry different. Well, that's what I was saying. What was I saying now? Right. Concludes the boat shelter. We now have a decent boat shelter. Now when I found the cost of the roof for this car, the back half was originally vinyl roof, and they wanted $3,000 to replace the back half of the roof. So I got brain scratching, and I think I'd seen one of my earlier videos where I did an experiment and found that'll work. So I've been preparing ahead of time towards this goal of making my roof look like a vinyl. It's called potter's paint. And now I'll show you. This is only the first coat what I've done. And that's as close as I can get to a replica of a vinyl roof. I do have the chrome strips that go here, on here, which I have to find the clips, a new set of clips. But I think I have enough to put the 2 chrome strips back here. Same as I removed all the chrome strips from around here. Make a video on my story of my son's truck here and the reasons. First of all, that's the company my son is an IT tech for, and that's his company car. First of all, a little update here on my car, 87 Crown Vic. As you see, yep, I got me a Yankum rope. So this is my son's new truck. As you see, it's a Toyota Tundra. What impresses me is this front end here. That almost appears like a homemade bumper. And under that little door is a winch, as you can see right there. Captain's side. So, Mr. Kevin, what was the reason for getting this truck?
2 reasons. 1, the dealer wouldn't service it, and 2, get out a credit card debt.
Oh, okay. Well, the second one makes choice. Let's go to the first one. Why did you say about the first one about the dealer? What was the issue with the dealer?
It was not shipping correctly when it was under load, and they would refuse to put it under load or any kind of trailer to actually find the issue.
And wasn't that supposed to be under warranty?
Yes, and then they went and double billed and triple billed diagnostic fees.
Holy smokes. There you go, folks. In his own words, you've heard now the reason why he traded to this truck here. Update you on my car. I got my roof done. I've clear coated it. Very pleased with Derek's product. I'll show you the product, what I used. Well, it's his wipe and clear coat wipe, but I sprayed it because I wanted to get it into the grooves. I got one trim back on, so that's the update on the car. Now to work on the rest of it. But the main focus today is going to continue on the old boat here. See, I waited till the evening because it's been so hot last week. It was too hot to work in here, and I had a big square light given to me. I'm thinking of mounting that big square light up there to give me light in the dark when it gets dark in here. I haven't decided whether to wire it in permanently or just make it where I could use it via an extension cord. But it's getting up in age sucks. So just getting the camera set up here. So today we're going to focus on the last portion of the framing needed here, and that is the section for the mounts for the engine and the stern drive. And where did I leave my gun now? Oh, rats. Don't tell me.
They want you dead, Max.
I asked you not to tell me that.
I had it in my hand when I showed you the car. Now what do I do with it? Okay. Now I'm going to make this a little more secure to what it was originally. Rather than this piece here, 4-piece, for the front of the engine, just sitting in loosely, I've got these little angle brackets to make it more secure. So we're going to zap them down first of all. There, I'm quite happy with that. Now, next stage, I was debating whether to use a 4x4 here, but I found a 4x4 comes too far. So when I built the center portion of the shop here and put in the roof, this is a true 2x4. It came straight from the mill. So what I figure is our main portion will be here at the edge, where the bolts will go through here for the mount, and then fill up the gap with another piece. So I have some strips here that I threw in here that I think will do the trick. We'll just check it out here. And that's what I have my square here for. And I do love this light on this gun here. Okay. And the edge of that plate, that looks exactly what we need. Perfect. If you saw this pressure washer, I left off figuring out where to put a battery. Which, by the way, I want to show you a safety feature that I've always used in all my years of carrying batteries. Even though our present day batteries have these plastic handles on them for carrying them, like Derek, I think, calls them GoPro handles. This beats them all the way. That is my old battery carrier. The best, and that'll survive. You'll know, and guaranteed, you'll never, ever have a battery handle break using this. Very simple little device. Well, I got the battery hooked up. I don't know what's left now. So I gotta figure out how to clamp. I'm thinking of a rod up here with a little clip here and one on that side, or I could go from here around and put a ready rod there, make a strap. So oil is in now. Got my gas in. Let's see if she runs now. She runs. Oh, on to the next phase. See what else can go wrong. All up to about the size of my year-end wrapping until the end of October. And near the end of October, this next clip was the final project I started to work on when disaster broke out with myself, health-wise, and put me in the hospital. Once again, held up, and I'm still in the healing stages. So don't know when I'll be able to get back to it. As you can see, I'm now in my new office, which by no choice I had no choice to move back in the house. Several reasons behind it. Got a old compressor here that I've had for several years. It's been my project I've been wanting to do for some time. I had it buried, in my pile in the garage. So I finally had to reorganize the garage a bit, so I finally dug it out. I'm just going to see if we can't replace my existing one. But this has had so many years. We're going to knock it apart, check the overall condition. It still does turn over, but I don't like the not giving the sound so it should be here. I just got one pop when I turn the flywheel. So that's my indication that we have to overhaul this thing. Well, this is where I sure wished I had time elapse, as it's called nowadays, on the camera. If I had it, I could put it on there. But my camera doesn't have that feature. So, in my editing, that's why I end up either turning the camera off, or B, deleting 90% of the actual video is taken. Oh, before I forget, I've reached my 100 subscribers. Thank you very, very much. Actually, I was surprised when I saw 102. And the reason I hit the 100 mark is I did get an email saying so-and-so has subscribed to me. That email came from, I hope I pronounced this right, Pat from Boy. If you're listening and you're watching this video, please contact me because I have a special gift for you. As I said, I have a surprise for the 100th subscriber, and you make that 100th subscriber. Thank you very much. I take for granted your first name's Pat from the picture and the way the title is. So contact me at klrabbit560@gmail.com. I'll put the information in the link below. And back to this. So hopefully till the next one, we'll continue working on this compressor that I'm rebuilding. The whole reason I'm rebuilding it is to replace that. I just left off in tearing down the main part there and finding out why there was no compression in the last one. Found the problem, and number two, the rings were part of the piston. Well, I don't recall if I showed you or not, but in any way, I put the piston, I let it soak for a couple of days, and as you can see, I got the rings out without breaking them. So, set the stage. I'm going to repaint as I go here. I'm going to use up some of the paint that I got rather than buying that color when I change it to the same blue I used on my GM engine, because it's all I have and I don't want to get another can. So I'll get a rag here, make sure that we ain't got none on the edge of this seal here. I forgot to put grease on it before I did this, so catch it while it's still wet. Well, that was good calculating. As you see, I got all the main parts repainted, and it was just enough paint to do it.
Ken?
Well, folks, I got bad news here. I just cut my video off there where you heard my wife say, call me out, Ken, coming in the door. And just a few moments after that, I had this severe pain, and I laid down. 3 days later, I discovered I had a serious problem. Pain wasn't settling in my appendix, so I called the ambulance, and I ended up in the hospital with a major surgery done to me. This is the reason I haven't been able to post any videos for a while, and I never got to finish this video. So I thought I'd just post what I have here and put it as a continuation, because I don't know when I'll be able to get back to working on my feet anymore. Well, folks, there you have it, in picture format, what I've been through. The operation that I had, and now in the recovery. Last after 48 hours after that last picture. So glad to just be home. Never fails. Every time I go to start a video, somebody's got to hit the radio. I gotta show you my newest toy. Bought myself my own Christmas gift. Little portable radio. Okay, sounds like Billy Joe's finally off. Where was I? What was I going to say now? Right. Well, that's pretty well a wrap up what I managed to get done this year, which is not very much. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me. I'm still waiting for that 100th subscriber to contact me, and I haven't had no email from him yet. I'm hoping that it's there, so I'll continue with the information down below. And until the meantime, this is the last video for this year. So I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year of 2026. It's hard to believe the year has gone by so quickly. Of course, that 1 month in the hospital didn't help matters much. But in any which ways, Ken saying here, Merry Christmas, and once again, and adios. Peace.